Hello and welcome to Stars of Your Travel. So this is a travel vlog. I don't know if I'm going to combine it with a main vlog, probably not. But today I'm off to Poland. My journey starts at T2 in Heathrow. So I got here via bus, first bus in the morning. Then I am headed off to Copenhagen. And from there I'm catching another flight to Krakow. So this will be my first time flying indirect, and it is, to be honest, quite nerve-wracking. So just to let you know how it goes, because I've never connected in airport before. Like I've just never ever done it. So first time for everything, but it was a hell of a lot cheaper than flying direct. So now I've got to work out where I got to go, because I haven't actually flown through Heathrow before. So fun times. Flight number 1 to Copenhagen. Let's hope it's nice and easy at the other end. This flight is pretty dead. Like, there's barely anyone here. Like, there's so many seats empty, it's unreal. I don't think I've seen a flight this quiet for a very, very long time. It was quite quiet coming back from Cologne from a tiny little purple plane. Off the top of my head, I cannot even remember what airline that was, but it's a Scandinavian airline, but I couldn't believe it. Like, I literally went to the loo, they announced that they was getting people lined up for boarding, and I was like, okay, like, sod's law that it happens now. And then all of a sudden they announced, literally as I was coming out, that they were going to close boarding in like 2 minutes, and I was like, oh shit, whoops. So it's a really dead flight, there's barely anyone on here, so nice and quiet. Hopefully try and get a little bit of kip, munch some of my snacks and that, and have a nice thingy window seat. It's like really misty out there, so can't see much from my window, but oh well, I'm sure I'll clear up as we're flying over. I literally, like, all of the lockers and that are empty and they're already being shut. That's mad. I need to switch my phone to flight mode now. Safety first and all of that, and off we go. So just landed in Copenhagen, that was my plane. Had the gate thing both ways, it's quite convenient. You can see there's not many people getting off. That's literally it. I only got off like 2 minutes ago. There's barely anyone on the flight, but it's cool. Copenhagen airport now. I have no idea where to go to connect, just come out there. They said like connections and baggage, and now there's just signs for baggage reclaim. But so far no signs for connections in this particular bit, even though there was like a little arrow pointed this way. Oh, little plane model. Is that made of Lego? That is made of Lego. Huh. Cool. I have no idea where to go for connections. This is gonna be fun. No idea where I'm going. Haven't seen toilets yet either. Usually that's like the first thing you see when you get off a plane. Loads of space here though. People to sit around and... So, there's toilets. That answers that one. I need to work out where to go. I've worked out that with the gates you literally just follow. Like so, I started off in C somewhere. So now I need to find B19. Doesn't look like there's any in-airport smoking area, at least not that I've seen yet. But there is like shopping this way, so maybe there's also a smoking area this way, who knows? Either way, I'd find it nice to check out some shops if I have the time. Depends how far B19 is. I mean, it's kind of looking a little bit like Amsterdam's airport. So that one is pretty much just like one straight run, but that with massive gaps in between some of the gates, so I don't want to be like a mile from a gate, particularly as they shut boarding very, very quickly on that last flight. I doubt it'll be quite as quick this time. Presumably there'll be more people actually on the plane, because it was like one of the first flights out of Heathrow. And I don't know how many people are going to Copenhagen at 7 a.m. on a Wednesday. So maybe I just got like really lucky on that front. Maybe SAS isn't that popular, I don't know. I know I've never flown with them before now, but it was a really good flight actually. Yeah, so when you come out, like, I've got all the boards so you can work out where you're going pretty easily. And it's like an hour and a bit before my flight, so it's quite good that the gate's up that early, because most of the time you've got to wait ages to find out the gate. I'm still walking my C27 and C28. I think B19 is going to be very far, so I'm glad I did actually leave quite a bit of time in order to get this flight rather than to do like the 40-minute one, which was another option. There was short transfer time here, but I was like, maybe that's not a good idea. Maybe I should leave the later and like get one that's got a bit of a longer time. 40 minutes is not great. Or was that the other way around? It might have been the other way around, because I'm coming back via Stockholm rather than Copenhagen. But at least I know that airport. Although waiting around for 2.5 hours at the airport and there's really not a lot there is going to be fun. But I shall manage. Okay. I'm in what looks like a shopping area place thing. I have still no idea how far it is to be. I've got to go through a passport control bit, it looks like, to get there. So shall have a look in the tax-free shop and then make my way onwards. Okay, so in my little flight transfer adventure, I got to the NC and there was a border control bit. I had to show passport and that. They asked where I was going, and there was a smoking area upstairs there, and then I asked where there would be another one, just because I didn't want to go through there and find out there wasn't one. But they said there is another one through in the A area now. Here is like, this is all the whole bit for D, E, F. Well, I don't know if you can get the other ones through or not. But there's A, B, and actually some of the C gates through here, and a bunch of shopping places. So it's like standard, like their own of WH Smith, and then a bunch of other little places. Ooh, SAS Lounge, Piffin being Poosh. So I'm going to find my gate, because I don't want to be too far away from it. As I say, boarding don't start till 10:45, but I feel like it might be quite a long walk round, so I would rather go and just find it out, certainly, before wasting a load of time and getting caught up and then having to run or miss the flight, which I really don't want to do. Sort of weird being here, because I'm like, oh, this looks nice and that looks nice. I can't buy anything because I don't have the Danish krona. I mean, I could put things on a card. I don't know if I can pay in Swedish krona. If I find any shot glasses anywhere, then I do plan to find out. Because I do want a shot glass. No, I've not technically spent much time here, but I'm going to at some point. Like, I almost did this week, but it just didn't happen, so I want a shot glass. Depends if I can buy in Swedish krona, because I do have some of them. I take back the bit where I said that there wasn't many shops here. There are loads, and loads, and loads. Like, you could easily kill hours here. Huh. We're in Copenhagen, and good old English classic. And for everyone's reference, yes, you can pay in Swedish for in here. They accept euros, Danish krona, Swedish krona. I think they accept pounds. To be fair, I wasn't looking at the sign for pounds. But yes, you can pay in Swedish krona. So I got myself a shot glass. Ooh, all of that high-end brands over here. Oh my god, a specific Yves Saint Laurent shop. I want to go in, but I don't really have time. Or the money, to be fair. That's the first time I've seen a completely black airplane. That is unusual. It's like a little purple one I got before. Finally on board my second flight after an almost 2-hour delay, which was for weather, but at least then they told us why it was delayed. So they said that our information was meant to be flying at 11:05 and boarding at 10:45. But eventually they said it would get more information at 11:10, and then it was at 11:40, and then it was 12:05, and then it was 12:40, and then like as soon after it said 12:40, like 5 minutes later, they said that they were boarding. So here I am now, finally on the plane. Hopefully we'll take off in not too long. Apparently we're meant to be flying at 12:40 now. Well, it's just because of fog in Krakow. A friend there at the moment, he's saying it's really foggy. I've seen the pictures, so I know it's not bollocks. Although the fog was meant to stay until 1. Obviously they think maybe it's clearing enough that they're doing it. So once again I'm sort of sat by the emergency exit, so I've got quite a bit of
Krakow Airport has been closed this morning both for departures and landings due to some very dense fog. It is now starting to open up, and we have been allocated a slot time in about 15 minutes where we are allowed to take off and head for Krakow. Flying time 1 hour 20 minutes, and before departing Copenhagen we would like to focus on safety procedures on board. Please pay close attention to that brief.
All of the safety stuff you can see, like the plane is a bit more fall behind from all of the plus area is completely empty. So a little tip, if you can, try and get to the front of the aircraft, the plus after the plus bit. It's letting you choose your seats for free unless it has charged me. I hope it hasn't charged me, put it that way. Just hoping I don't ever need to open these damn doors. Because, one, that would be bad, that there would be no reason to open them. And two, I don't think it's that obvious how to do it, and I'm kind of like scared to touch the door with my arm or anything, as I was on the last flight. But to be fair, if you're sitting in like 11F or 11A window seat next to the door, got loads of room. That whole aisle number 11, you've got loads of room. So just a little tip for you if you're flying SAS. So it's a busier flight than earlier, but it's still not busy. There's no one next to me. There's like someone a seat aloft, but no one bang next to me. Basically no one in front of me. So I think that's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really liking this airline. So far, I think this might be my favourite airline. I mean, obviously this is only my second flight with them. I would have done 4 by the end of this trip. So I should be able to update you then. So my final thoughts are so far stuff been live, other than one lady at Heathrow when I was asking a question at the desk, but everyone on the flight's been lovely.
Your laptop must be turned off and placed in your cabin.
It's generally quite quick. friendly.
Yes, it's please your cabin bags out onto the seat in front of you with your
nothing to complain about.
fasten your seatbelt.
I like this airport so far. I like this airline so far. Certainly should be looking into flying
If
them
you're
again.
an emergency exit, look at the safety.
So a little bit late. I am finally in Poland. I like them stairs, they're a lot more closed in. I don't feel like I'm going to fall off them as easy, that they've actually got something up at the side. So at the airport I didn't really have a chance to film because the bus was coming fairly soon. It was pretty much straight through, no even passport check, just went through the nothing to declare, straight through. Outside is all the bus stops, so right ahead from where I got out there was a rail replacement bus stop, so I'm guessing the tube there isn't working. Obviously you can see I'm in the hostel, I'll talk about that in a minute, but I had to go down a little bit. There was a bunch of other buses lined up that I think were more sort of like specialist service. I did see some logos for various different bus companies there, but the local bus, you've sort of got to walk towards the end of the terminal. There's this big Energylandia sort of sign opposite it. Whether it'll still be there then, I don't know, whenever you're planning on doing this trip. Then I got on the 208 towards Krakow, and got off whatever it is. The buses, you do need to pay on the bus. I think you can buy the tickets off the bus, but it was kind of unclear, so I just did it on the bus. You can't pay the driver. Kind of a little bit rude when you tried to pay the driver. So that wasn't ideal. But the bus journey itself, there is a screen which does sort of say which is the next stop name coming up, and it does say it, but it's not particularly loud, so you got to sort of watch it really. And again, it's not very clear when there's loads and loads and loads of people in front of you. It's not like the buses in Holland, in which case it's sort of everywhere you really can't miss where you are in Holland, unless you are a complete idiot or blind. No offence to anyone who's blind, but offence to the idiots, sorry. Then got off, and it's about a 7-minute walk to Lorf Hostel. I actually ended up going past it and went up down the street a little bit and asked someone, which, again, very limited to English from most of the people that I've encountered so far in Poland, but most people have been really friendly. There's been one or two bits of rudeness, but you sort of get that in any city, so just sort of brush it off and move on. So this lady, although she couldn't sort of communicate with me in English or sort of understand what I was trying to say, I sort of showed her a picture and said the name of it, and then she's like, is it a hotel, is it this? And I'm like, hostel. And she's like, hostel. And then she pointed over the road, and I'm like, okay. And it's a tiny, tiny little sign that says Lorf, with the number, and then I had to press a buzzer to call the reception. Then this, when I actually got in, opened up the door, then I sort of like, okay, which door am I going in? There's loads of doors, and there was a door that said Lorf on the right-hand side, so I went through that. There's the main reception there. The lady at reception, again, limited English, but she understood me and I understood her. We got by, and she was very, very friendly, very helpful. She sort of recommended a few places that I go and different excursions. She sort of said about this local market and stuff, and this place that does this like cool clock thing that plays music and stuff that apparently I should go and see, which, depending on the time when I'm actually settled in, I might see if I can go see it, and depending how far it is to walk, it does look quite far, so I don't know if I'm going to get there, but Old Town is not that far away, so I'll probably just end up looking around the shops there tonight and try and find where this bus stop is for Energylandia in the morning. So at the moment, I'm the only one in this room, so that's quite nice. So I'm going to show you around the room that I've got here. So, door's just here. Oh, it's been left open, but that's alright. It's literally just me here at the moment. It's quite a nice little like table thing there. There is a kitchen around the corner. Toilets. Presumably there'll be a shower somewhere. I haven't looked in the bathrooms yet. Let's have a look. Hopefully they're alright. Oh yeah. toilet and shower in there. That's bang next to my room. I haven't heard anyone else, I haven't seen anyone else yet. So I know I'm going to have good Wi-Fi signal, I would hope. Because the Wi-Fi box is literally right there. I'm in room number 10. So in the room itself, we've got a bin in the corner, I've got a mirror. Most places don't have mirrors, so that's pretty cool. That we've actually got that facility here. There's lockers all around the room, which you do get a key to a locker when you're in, which quite a lot of the time with places, it is a case of that you have to either rent a locker or the lockers are there and you bring your own padlock. We've got individualised light switches and charging points, which is really good by the beds. There is a curtain, whatever, how far it stretches, I don't know, I think it's literally just over, oh no, we have got a bit here. I can see this waking me up very early in the morning though, because we've not got a proper curtain outside. It's not the worst view in the world, it's not a great view, but yeah, I mean, I've sat on the bed, obviously I've not slept in it yet, but it feels pretty comfy, pretty sturdy as well, it's all clean. She's got some bedding, so obviously I've got to put the bedding on still because I literally just got in. Locks are a decent size as well. How good the locks are, I don't know, but they're a good size. There's a few hangers as well. So I'm actually quite impressed with this accommodation, to be fair. It was awkward to find. The front of it isn't particularly nice. The street it's down is not very nice, but the person who signed me in was very nice, and so far the room is very nice, so yay. I just walked into my hotel room and it is pretty damn cool. I've even got a little intro message on the TV ready for me. I'll show you around. So, quite literally, it's saying hello to me. And it's offering me to do it in English or in Polish, so that's good that you've got the choice to actually make it in English. So there's water bottles there. Complimentary for our members. I don't know if you have to be like a member of a special Radisson club or something, but the room is really nice. So I've got a little light over here, light there. I'm gonna have to work out how to work out all the light switches so that I can work out which ones I actually need and don't have lights on all night, because I don't want lights on all night. Loads of signs about no smoking, obviously the normal fire procedure. Some nice big mirrors for you to see yourself in. We've got a wardrobe which is kind of hard to open with one hand, but basically a wardrobe there and it lights up. There's a safety deposit box there, but I'm definitely not opening that one because that was difficult to shut. We've got a fridge, nothing in it. Another mirror here. We've got a selection of tea and coffee there, kettle as well. Obviously got access to a TV. The bed looks nice and big, particularly as it's just me. Another mirror over here, right by the sink for the bathroom. There's foamy hand wash as well as there is a soap there as well. And some towel, well, there's like a little tiny towel there. And this is like one bugbear is I can't find any big towels because I left my towel in the hostel thinking that I'd be alright, but it turns out I now have only 2 tiny little towels. Oh, there's one up there. I have found a towel, hooray! Can't comment on the quality of the shower yet, but it looks really nice in here. It's in a bath, so just take that in mind if you have got access requirements and find it difficult to get in and out of them. It looks really nice. We've even got like the folded tissues and stuff. It's nice to be staying somewhere posh after staying in a hostel, I'm not going to lie. There's a great view out there as well. There is a balcony, but it's kind of a pointless balcony because there's a sign saying that it's restricted and you can't go out there. But the view, I'm up on the 6th floor, it's pretty nice. Like, I mean, it's not ideal over there, there's like a construction site, but I don't know how much you can actually see in the camera, but it's nice. And actually proper curtains, so I can not have to have the sun shining down on my face the second it rises. So yeah, that's the room. I might add a bit more around the hotel, but this is the parking by Radisson in Katowice, or however you say it. Got no idea. I'm only here for the one night. It's just easier because the Energylandia bus from Krakow was sold out, so I booked it from Katowice, and then that way I didn't need to travel back after the day at Legendia. So I'll travel back from the park tomorrow, see if I can sneak onto the Krakow bus with any joy. Last time that I rode it, there was a woman who stood up, her kid was next to me, but then the kid sat down on the floor as well. But there was a woman who was stood up and then sat down on the floor at one point. So hopefully I might even be able to get away with that. A little bit more around the hotel. Some corridors are down a long road, which isn't actually that long. It's not like too many on each floor, so that's alright. There's lifts. The lifts look quite posh even within themselves. God, I'm glad there was no one in that. That would be weird, like suddenly filming. Okay. Silver, orange and pink. I've got no idea what that's all about. The lifts look quite nice. Katowice something. Downstairs we've got a restaurant which is open until 10. Got loads of cool random artwork around. See the prices. It's like not too expensive, but it's obviously more expensive than eating out elsewhere in Poland, because Poland's pretty cheap. Selection of magazines and papers. There's a bar bit over there, 24-hour reception. The bar, I believe, is open till 11. Some very rude images there. But it's a very nice looking bar. And outside got some seats and that for smokers. And I'm going up the road. I'm gonna see what food they have in the garage. And failing that, I might eat in there, but I've spent more money on merch than I intended to, so whoops. It's also a casino literally next door to it. It's quite a big hotel, you can see it's the other end of it. We've got to get across this road. On the bus now from Katowice, it picked up at stand 8. As it turns out, some of the tickets that are booked for the bus, or at very least from Katowice, are actually standing tickets, which is one of the ones that I got, but thankfully a lovely gentleman had a spare seat next to him, so he's offered me that, so that's good. I don't need to fall over all over the place en route. Really looking forward to day 2 here at Energylandia. Did Legendia yesterday, that was fantastic. Also check out the vlog from that one. This one, I don't know if I'm going to go full review on everything, because I did probably about half of the roller coasters the other day, so I've still got quite a few to get. Hopefully everything will be operating fine. Hopefully it won't get too cold, because I'm in costume today. I don't have my coat, because that's back in Krakow, because I stayed in Katowice last night, because it was easier because I could book the bus from here, and then that way I didn't have to go back after Legendia. I stayed actually in a 4-star hotel as opposed to a hostel, which is very nice. There will be a review coming on the channel for that as well. So the way I did that one was I collected some Expedia points for a little while, and like £15 worth of points. And this particular hotel, the Radisson Park Inn, it was like
the points were worth double, so instead of it being 36 quid, I paid 6 quid. So that's certainly alright, can't complain about that one. We go to Energylandia.